Hey guys, it's Bren, and today I'm here with a post-burn review of Harvest Pear. This is a test candle testing for fall 2017 for Bath & Body Works. If you haven't checked out my haul video yet, go check that out because I go through all the new candles that are going to be coming out, the ones that I got, the ones that I didn't, and now I'm reviewing them all for you. So I've given a few good burns to Harvest Pear now, so I can tell you about it. Let's go with the notes first. Sweet roasted pear, cinnamon sugar crumble, and freshly whipped buttercream. All right, so on cold sniff, I'll repeat a little bit of what I said in my haul. I got 3 of these because I really liked it on cold. And on cold, I feel like first if we go with the fruit, there is something in there. And now notice I grabbed a new unburned one to tell you about this. But there is a pear note in there that is pear. And it doesn't smell like apple. Sometimes they interchange pear and apple like they did in the Hey Honey candle, which I told you about. Here it feels like pear, but you get a whole lot of also like bakery. And it's a really good, very buttery bakery note. I don't get a lot of cinnamon, you know, and it says freshly whipped buttercream. I don't really know about like the buttercream, like it's not like buttercream frosting or anything, but very buttery. Cinnamon sugar crumble. The crumble thing I can totally picture. It's just not that spicy. I don't really get cinnamon, but I do imagine the buttery crumble topping on like a cobbler. That with the pear, that's kind of what you're getting on cold sniff here. And I really like it. It's so good. I was so excited for this candle. But now, going back to the one that I've burned, I've got to tell you, just like with Hey Honey, this candle changes a little bit. Not as much as that one, but it changes a little bit when it's burning, and even this one here that's re-solidified still smells pretty different than the new unburned one, unfortunately. It's still not all bad, but I feel like what it loses when it's burning is the fruit aspect. Pear, I guess, is not really strong, but it's just not coming through too much when it's burning. Definitely nothing about it screams pear when it's burning. Maybe you get just a little hint of like something that's sweet like fruit, but barely. And it really becomes more of just a buttery, brown sugary, baking kind of scent, almost like a fruitless cobbler or something, you know, just the topping on a cobbler. Now that's not bad. It also kind of reminds me of like when you're making cookies and you have like the dry ingredients and then you have the wet ingredients and you're just doing the wet ingredients and it's basically just melted butter and sugar and brown sugar. There's a lot of like that going on here. That's sort of what it smells like. There's something a little sweet that kind of reminds me of like a Werther's Original, but not too much caramel. It's not caramely or toffee or anything like that. Buttery is the word that I keep going back to because it's really, really just kind of a little sweet and very buttery. It's a bakery scent. If you like bakery scents, then I think you're going to like it, but I'm just really disappointed that you lose some of the pear. It's not quite as good smelling burning as it is on cold. It's still okay, but then another thing about the candle is, say it with me, strength and throw. Strength and throw are not the greatest here. They're also not terrible. It's very in the middle. In an office, it does fine. Again, you're not getting pear, but it makes it smell very buttery and sweet. In my bedroom, I feel like it becomes a little less concentrated, but you can still tell a candle is burning. You can still get a really sweet scent. But in my living room / kitchen area, it just really kind of gets lost, and there's not too much scent unless you're pretty close to the candle. So I want to give it like a solid 5, just like right in the middle. Some days I felt like I was going to give it a 4. Some days I felt like I was going to give it a 6. So I think I just need to settle and say it's 5. It's average strength, average throw. Not quite as good as the last few that I reviewed. I was giving them all 7s. This one's just kind of average. So for me, it's a great scent on cold, but it's an average strength and throw. It's an average scent. It's average packaging. The performance has been fine, no problems, but there shouldn't be any problems as far as like burn goes and puny wick syndrome and all of that. It's been fine. So I'm very just right in the middle on this candle. It's pretty good. I'll probably keep all 3 that I bought. I probably will not buy any more though. you know, I guess I like kind of recommend it, but just don't have too high of expectations, maybe, is what I would say. So as far as comparisons go, some people had asked me to compare this to a few things. Prickly pear and sugarcane came up. No, I wish. I would love to have that candle back, but that is truly like a fresh picked pear scent. Just so much pear. Definitely not this. This is more bakery, barely any pear. Apple crumble is what a lot of people are comparing this to. I only ever smelled that in the store, so I'm not the expert to ask on that. I can only just tell you that I can totally see that because it does smell so much like a crumble top bakery dessert, but I don't know about that one too much. If I compare it to the Hey Honey that I just reviewed, this is way better than that. I didn't like that candle. If you're only going to get one pear, sweet pear bakery type of scent, get this one instead of that one. But again, I feel like we could do a little better than this, but it's decent. So anyway, that's all I'll say about that one. I'll be back with more reviews, so stay tuned for more. Subscribe. Let me know what you think of this one if you get a hold of it. And thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram at Candles and Music. I think that's everything I say at the end of the video. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.